Democrat has thrown his name in the hat to represent Southwest Florida in Washington, D.C. Howard Sapp wants to succeed Republican Congressman Byron Donalds. Donalds, as you may remember, is running to be Florida's next governor. And Claire, you spoke to Sapp this afternoon.
Chris, I did. Sapp is a Fort Myers native, and he's a former air traffic controller. He is also the nephew of Veronica Shoemaker, the first black member of the Fort Myers City Council. But we know winning District 19 as a Democrat will be no easy feat. Last year's numbers show, look, the district is 70.3% Republican, 29.6% Democrat. In fact, a Democrat has not held this seat since before the last redistricting. That was in 2014. So, Sapp must get Republicans on his side too. What do you see as the path to victory? How do you win this district?
One of the things that I see is that right now, a lot of people are afraid to trust. Some people are so engraved in tradition, that they, in spite of what they see, they don't want to veer from anything outside of what their norm has been or what they're used to. With me, I think that I bring forward a path forward to say that it's not about a particular party. It's not about a particular stance on something. It's about the people and their voice being heard and being able to understand where the issues and everything are. Not based on what, if it's a Democrat or Republican or anything like that. To me, it's about the people.
What do you think Southwest Florida's biggest issues are?
We do have to talk about the environment, because Florida is known for, of course, its beaches, its tourism, and all of these things. So environment, for this area, and because of its growth, for this area, we have to look at those things. How are we going to sustain? What's the infrastructure? How is that set up? Is the infrastructure prepared for the increased growth? And those things are first and foremost. Also looking at, how people live, and of course, because of all of the hurricanes and everything, insurance. Those are things that are super, super important.
How do you reach across the aisle and get that message to Republicans?
That's the difficult thing, but you have to make sure that you meet the people where they are. I understand that regardless of what I say, regardless of what I do, people are going to think what they think and going to feel how they feel, and that's totally up to them. But for those that have the open mind to say, well, maybe what he says is, let's at least think about that. And that's the thing, not trying to convince someone to totally change what they've done for so long, but at least give them an opportunity to think, well, maybe we can do something a little bit different. I'm not totally there, but maybe we can work together to try and make these things work together. And if we can begin to find a way in the middle, that's where I think we can have success.
Now, Sapp ran for state representative last year, but lost to incumbent Jenna Persons-Mullica. He told me that race emphasized the need to be in the community and to really listen to people you'll represent. For more coverage on this race and Donald's run for governor, you can go to winknews.com and click that politics tab.
1.1 million passengers traveled through Southwest Florida International Airport